Alright. Seems like the stream is on. Things are going well, I think. Alright, so hello and welcome to another Fighters GCC stream. This week we have Jumpy Run Backs number 5, which is the 5th KOF 15 monthly tournament for the Middle East region for PC that we run in the Fighters GCC server. We got a good amount of entrants this time. Let me just do a last refresh. I don't think anyone's gonna... Yeah. So, we got 12 players. That's a good amount. We got Dragon Slayer. He won the last few Jumpy Run Backs. So, he's a really good, strong player living in the UAE. We got Depth of Gnosis. He's also really good. He was in the previous tournament for KOF 98 Ultimate Match, Final Edition. Yeah, we got him in KOF 15. He's really good in KOF 15. He was in, I think, EX Run Backs, which was run by Azzam. And he won that, I believe. So, a really solid player. We got myself. We got Asad, another very good regular in Jumpy Run Backs. We got Azzam as always. We got Bandito, also a regular, along with Tamer Hindi, who has played, who has entered a few of these tournaments. We got Cruiser, as always, a regular in the Fighter GCC. Emperor Cow, a well-known player in the region. Faizer was relatively new to the Discord. Welcome all new members. We got Shaman, who I don't think I think he got into KOF 15 recently, but he's been playing Strive a bit. And we got Anas, who I think has entered the previous Jumpy Run Backs. So we got a good amount. Yeah, and I think the brackets are ready, and we're still, in terms of check-in, we have almost everyone except for Shaman and Depth of Gnosis. Depth of Gnosis. Yeah, Depth of Gnosis and Shaman. I don't think they responded. We'll try to play around them in the brackets, you know, play the matches around them so that they, you know, we can keep the tournament running and give them as much time as they can. In the meantime, though, I think we could start. Right. Okay. private, yeah. Oh. Yeah, so for the first game, I think we're running Cruiser versus Eco. Since they're both they're both in the have checked in, so I think they're available to play. Okay. What's 8, 5, 6, and I'll try to see if I can get the invite. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we'll see. Copy link address. Yeah, I think link address. Oh. Alright. Hold up. You should. So yeah, I've been getting back. I'm trying to, with KOF 15, I'm trying to run K-Dash as points. And I think he's a lot of fun, even if he's he has some awkwardness with I think his main issue is the mid-screen. Even though he has, yeah, his buttons are better, like he kind of has a lot of issues with in terms of like converting pokes into something significant, not on hit, on block specifically. So like if he hits you with like a sweep and you block it, he kind of has really risky cancels, because he usually, the only option that's like safe is like trigger, and then you do trigger, and then if it's at a distance it'll whiff, so like, oh well, you didn't get much. And if you do fireball, and if at the distance where like the trigger itself doesn't reach, then they're not in blocks, so they can jump over it. If you do the launcher, you commit to it, you know, That's kind of unsafe on whip, and yeah. So a lot of it is like that, and a lot of it can be dealt with. Like if they see you doing trigger, they can roll. Obviously, you can just do trigger and do nothing, but still, you know. Alright, so we have our teams. We got Emperor on the left side. Okay. I think it was left side. Yeah, Mika on the left side, Cruiser on the right. Okay, both players playing with Athena. Emperor has been sporting the Orochi Shermi. I think he's playing her really well in terms of like doing really solid with zoning and anti-airing with the down C. So hoping we can see a lot of that. And Athena can't really, you know, reflect those kisses. Anyways, so starting with a jump CD. Yeah. Oh, it was almost in. Didn't get the hit. Teleporting out of those kisses. Rolled away. Yeah. There was a reflected. Oh, okay. That was reflected. Okay. That was off. Overhead doesn't commit to the cancel. Rolls away. Jump CD. Oh, hits on the ground. Sweep. Oh, jumped ahead of the kiss. Yeah. Yeah. Even though Athena is one of the best zoners in the game, I don't think she can contest with Orochi Shermi's kisses if Orochi Shermi guesses right and puts those kisses at the right points. Oh, doesn't get the full confirm. Throws the... Oh, okay. Nice throw on the roll. It didn't even need to combo since that would have done enough damage. So first round for Cruiser. Athena mirrors. No, nice use of the dive kick. Jumps, but doesn't get the punish. Oh! Her recovery on DP is pretty big. Nice use of the forward B to go over the fireball. It kind of works as a quasi-hop, you know, go over fireballs. Taku shoot, punishes the roll, but it's too far to convert. Ends it with a light. Alright, dinosaur coming in. Pretty even situation. 3 bars. Ooh, does not punish that. You know, with a grappler like dinosaur, if you have a 1-frame grab, you can make a lot of quote-unquote safe things unsafe. You can punish them really well with 1-frame grab. Oh my god! I just auto guard through, but the throw active frame was just hit while she's still in the air. Tries to auto guard through that. Yeah. Grab? Oh, okay, that was unfortunate. I don't know if that was weird timing or if there's kind of a bug going around with the game where some command grabs do not hit like that. If you don't input it in a really clean way, it's kind of unfortunate, yeah, to lose around with these kind of things. Alright, Terry coming in. Air to air. No, it does not respect the Fista. Ooh, just on the last hit. 2C. I think it's 2C beats Tails 2C pretty clean. DP. Both players are on full bar right now. We should be seeing big combos soon. Or we hope so, at least. Right. Oh, yeah, that was too close. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fully invincible. Counter hit does do a bit more damage. Oh, just commits to the climax? Okay, I'm not sure that was a smart decision. Yeah, that was, I mean, Cruiser was on really low life. I guess he wanted to finish in style, but you don't discount Terry. Alright. Good use of the arcing jump attack. That's a full punish, but couldn't get the combo right. Okay, I see that Cruiser was activating Quick Max there. I don't know what that was about. In any case, it's 1-0 for Ikao. Oh man, connection, please. Please.
Ready? Go!
Bandwidth, please. Teleports. It's not invincible, so yeah. Any poke would lose to it. Nice jump CD air to air. That does almost reach full screen, I think. Cruiser is just struggling to get in. Alright. That's actually, if that outcome was actually pretty good if it ends with her whatever, the quarter circle back punch, the two-hit projectile, because that's pretty safe. So yeah, I don't know if reflecting would help. Overhead. Oh, reflect. Just jumped behind her. Yeah. Shermie's dominance continues. Oh, jumps out of the grab. Another jump out of the grab. That's a bit unsafe, but it's not. You have to punish it with the light, I think. Ooh, wow! I didn't know that. I think it goes so far. Oh, gets hit with the last hit. Could have OTG'd. Air to air. Grab. Too early. Yeah. Or Sherm was still in the air, so yeah. I don't think that's invincible to projectiles. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, and yeah. All right, Ikao taking out 2 characters with his point, and he's sitting on 3 bars. Oh, yeah, that's not invincible. Yeah. I think it was a good idea. In case Terry went with the power wave, that would have beat it. Alright. Cruiser is still alive with Terry.
Stand your ground. Ready? Go!
Power chopped. Great. That's safe-ish, but can punish with a throw, I think. Air to air, yeah. Jump D, air to air, crack shoot. Solid use of crack shoot there, since it is a generally safe ender, and sometimes can combo. Oh, that's a weird punish, but yeah. Interrupts the overhead. Oh, almost enough. Yeah. Ikao could have done the level 2 there. Yeah. It's not super invincible, but 2-0 for Ikao. And Ikao advances to round 2. Just well, last refresh. I don't think anyone joined last minute. Yeah. Oh, the tournament. So that's 2-0 for Ikao. Good games. Let's see. Last Tamer Hindi. It should be off stream. And then Azzam and Anas, that is off stream. We still did not get an answer from Shaman, so I'm gonna put that off stream. I mean, I'm gonna guess DQ Shaman. Let me check on the Discord. Yeah, there hasn't been any sponsors. Shaman. Nope. So I'm gonna put Shaman and losers. And we kind of have our next game then. If these are gonna be off stream, then I guess I can play Bandito. We're already round 2. It's just that because we got a good number of players, even if round 1, a lot of the losers round 1 games depend on. I mean, all of them. They depend on the round 2 brackets as well as round 1. So I can't just stream round 1 on its own. Alright, Steam is, yeah, okay, should be fine.
Select members. Which cousin belong to the new era of martial arts competition? Select order. Select stage. It's about to be a party up in here!
Oh man, the actually was, yeah. He's the character, I guess.
Round 1. Ready? Go!
Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. I didn't get the buttons. I forgot because I had oh my god. I had friends over, so sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about yeah. So, I had friends over, so they did mess with the buttons. I don't normally expect that for PC because it's PC, but yeah. My bad. So sorry. I'm professional. Because like, who button checks on PC? You know, who else is gonna be playing this game? Let me just. Seven, 2, 0, and yeah, sorry about that. Oh my god.
KOF, the world's premiere.
Fuck, I can't do it. Oh my god. I forgot I can't do it on this screen. I hate myself. Oh boy. Okay, hold up.
The King of Fighters 15.
So, is it here? Is this the only place? Yeah. Alright. One, nine, 2, 5. Alright. It should work now.
Select members. Welcome to KOF, the world's premier martial arts festival.
If this doesn't work, I'm gonna play with the mistake with the wrong buttons. I have no choice.
Select order.
I didn't button bind, and then I forgot that you can't button bind in the versus select screen.
Select stage.
So I had to stop twice.
Ready for a battle of titans. Round 1. Ready? Go!
Ah! Ah! Oh! That was close. Ah!
Reach for the top. Ready? Go! Player 1 Now or never. Ready? Go! Show no mercy.
Alright.
This competitor is too
Oh, yeah.
strong. Can anyone stop them? Winner!
Honestly, in some way, Vegeta should have won 2-0 just by me needing to restart the games. Since I did restart twice, so whatever.
Round 1. Ready? Go!
Ooh. Oh. Ah!
An exciting bout from round 1. Round 2. Ready? Go!
Oh. I might be dead.
And we're tied up. Round 3. Ready? Go!
Wait.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's some weird spikes. Well, when it starts spiking, it's pretty okay.
Now or never. Ready? Go!
What? I guess that hit me too. Oh. Oh, nice. Ah. Oh. I hit. I knocked down. Oh. Hey.
Neither side is giving an inch.
Save.
Final round. Ready? Go!
Oh, the dash under. Baby combos. Alright. GG's.
All eyes are on the winner of that fierce fight. Winner!
あなたは降参の機会を何度も得ました。
That's
結末がこれよ。
2-0 despite the resets. Right. There's some off-stream games too. Faizer 1-2-1. Or Faizer. And Azzam versus Anas. It is still running, I think. Alright. Okay, so D2 Cruiser play off stream. And there's Azzam and Anas. We're waiting on that. We have Death of Gnosis. Death of Gnosis did not. I think he's he told me that he might not be available. Yeah, he might not be. I'll put him in 2 losers then. So Faizer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, my game. This is off stream. We have KOF versus Dragon Slayer then. More stars. Losers, what is this? Losers, or winners, winners, round 2, I think. Yeah, so it should still be the same. Still waiting on Dragon Slayer. There we go.
Select members. Welcome to KOF, the world's premier martial arts festival. Select order.
Ika is on the left. And Dragon Slayer's on the right. It's interesting that
Select stage.
I don't think Dragon Slayer picked a lot of the DLCs.
It's about to be a party on the
Neither
air.
Team Garo nor Team Southtown nor Team Orochi. So or Awakened Orochi or whatever. So he's been sticking with he's been playing a lot of Iori, Kyo, and Terry in whenever we play these tournaments. So yeah.
Round one. Ready? Go!
Alright, so Emperor Cow trying to zone, but Dragon is already inside, getting in. Alright. Trying to backdash away. Alright, solid zoning by, yeah, just commit to the run. And getting a hit. Gets hit with the low. Alright. That might hit. Alright, yeah.
Player 2 clinches the first round.
Yeah, Dragon Slayer's combos are usually on point. So, yeah.
Turn to fight. Ready? Go!
Ooh, interrupts the kick before the, yeah. Air to air. That's, safe-ish, I think. DP, big punish. Alright, Modiga, PX. DP, optimal. Oh, rolls out of the lows. Safely. Should be enough. Oh, ends with the red kick.
For player 1.
Interesting.
勝ちだ
Ikao on his last character. Degening.
Or never. Ready? Go! 鬼が跳ねぜ
Wow, it doesn't get hit with the overhead. Oh, it doesn't block the 3D low. That is a low that comes out late in the block string, so not a lot of people expect that. Yeah. Opposite. Right, cancels to make it safe. Gets hit with a cross up. This might be it. Level 2. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. Solid, pretty strong, dominant first game by Dragon Slayer.
俺に当たったのがあんたの運の尽きだ呪うならてめえの不運の呪いな
Game 2. Let's see if Ika will try to adapt. At least get rid of the kill. Pretty tough. Oh, gets hit with the overhead, yeah. RC, but doesn't really cancel into string to punish. Oh, just dashes in. Nice 2C. Punish. Oh, yeah. Whiff on the DP. Couldn't punish because Ika was committing to something. Doesn't finish the Rekka correctly. That's it. Does work. Gets it with the low this time. Oh, yeah. The recovery on that was pretty big. This Ika has the space to zone. And Shadow King is trying very carefully to see how he can approach. Ooh, uses the guard point. Yeah, on the AC Rekka. Almost dead. Ooh, yeah, that's not invincible. Yeah, none of our supers, I guess, has any real full invincibility. Just some of them with projectiles, but I guess against Kyo it doesn't matter because he doesn't have a lot of projectiles. Cross up. Up kicks. Reset. Left, right. Gets cross up. Low. Right. Super. Hard knockdown. Save jump. Ooh, rolls out. But wasn't soon enough to punish. Jump CD air to air. Ooh, too far for 6B. Kinda dangerously working there. Overhead. Left, right. Rolls away. Oh, yeah. The sweeps. Alright. Shadow King is on set point right now. He wins this. He advances to, I think, win the semi. Jump CD. Gets hit with the low. Oh, it's the launcher. Cut off. E. OTG. Nice. Jumps. Oh, set CD. Yeah, that should be enough. GG's.
They absolutely thrashed their opponent in that match.
Very strong, dominant performance by favorite to win this tournament, Dragon Slayer, from his precedent of winning a couple of these. So yeah, but Ikaw is still yeah, Ikaw is still in. So yeah. Okay. So we got a few more scores to update. We got Azzam versus Anas. It is 2-1 for Azzam. 2-1 Azzam. Yeah. Alright, so that's Azzam versus Anas, yeah. 2-1 for Azzam. And then on the loser side, Shaman did inform me that I was informed that Shaman couldn't make it, so yeah. Depth of Hypnosis, still no answer. There was the game with the 2-1 Bandito. Okay. 2-1 Bandito. And still didn't get this, which is the Depth of Hypnosis versus Anas. The Depth of Hypnosis still did not answer. So we can play Asad versus Azzam, a classic. This is a derby, I guess. Both players have, I think, they're one of the most consistent players in terms of like attending these tournaments and doing really well. So they're regulars, like it, and they play each other, and we see them playing each other all the time. So yeah, we'll do that. Azzam. Loser of that will determine who fights Tamir Hindi in the loser side, I think. Tamir Hindi, I guess. Can't read. Alright, so did the thingy right? Yeah, I did. Okay, let's go. There we go. Both players are in the room.
Select members. Welcome to KOF, the world's premier martial arts festival.
What do you mean it doesn't exist in Korea? I mean, maybe not, but there's a good amount of players. I don't know, but it might not be as much as GG or definitely Tekken. Yeah, there's like a well-known like amount of Korean players, so really solid in Tekken. Not Tekken. KOF, but also obviously Tekken, but you know, this is a KOF stream, so we are obviously talking about Tekken. I mean, not Tekken, I mean KOF. I don't know how to talk. Azzam on the right side, Asad on the left. Right, you got it right. Oh my god! Here comes the Cronins! It took some time, but we're here. Finally getting some Cronins on stream. Let's go. So Azzam is playing Yamazaki, but I'm also noticing he's picking K-Dash though. That's pretty cool.
Round 1.
I'm all for some K-Dash action. What is that? The neutral. All the down A's. Anyways, I said going in with the... Okay, nice DP. Yeah. The taunt? Okay. Overhead? Yeah, gets blocked. But what is that? The EX just pushes him out? I might need to steal that, because that means he gets a kind of safe-ish overhead on mid-screen. That's some whack stuff. Oh, it doesn't block the low, but commits to the DP. That doesn't combo. The follow-up after the Nero Spike is kind of iffy, and I generally just go with like a normal. Here comes the Cronin. DP doesn't have super though. Another Shatter Strike. Not fast enough to get the 6B. No. RC. Jump CDs. Hey. Rekas. DP. C. Oh, that was maybe a misinput. Corner pressure. Everyone's waiting. Just a random. Seems like a random Shatter Strike, but it did get him the win on the round.
Ready, go!
Alright, be Jenny. Oh, the Shatter Strike. I think both the same frame. Jumps over the 2C. Take that. Nice. Safe jump. Ooh, gets the backdash, but doesn't convert because it's kind of hard. Doesn't get the safe jump. Yeah. But since Cronin doesn't have meter, he's not really threatening. Like, okay, you got a DP, so what? Alright, last character, Yamazaki. I kind of like that color, even though I don't like the both variant most of the time. Anyways, I'm playing neutral right now. Ooh, 2C anti-air. Holds it, okay. Right. Breaks the 56k. Launch. Hard knockdown. Empty low, blocks it though. Ooh, okay. Interesting. The mix-up. Even though that's not overhead. Oh, okay. That's an interesting super to use. I don't think it's really that missable. But I did get a hit. Might be it if okay. Doesn't get doesn't use any of the supers. Rank out. What was that? Okay. Gets pressured. Jump CD. Yeah, he was afraid of guard break. So he had to act. And sometimes if he acts, that means you're not blocking. And if you're not blocking, then you get hit with stuff. Alright, so first game going to Asset.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Ooh, big whiff on the DP there. Doesn't get a huge punish, but still dangerous. What? It doesn't get hit with slash. Did he cancel it? Oh, like with the trigger? Okay. Anti-air. Nice. Doesn't get the full combo conversion there. Oops, the 6B. Roll, punish. Good punish. Nice anti-air. Too late on the jump D. It barely came after. Active. Dash. Breaker. And ends it with the Farsi. See if Cronin coming in with a bit more meter than last game, I think. Oh my god. This run start. Both doing good. That's like... There we go. No! Oh, why would you do that, man? It's... Ruby. See, okay. What buttons wrong? What's that? Why would you do that? Shove the super that way. Alright, okay. Run DP.
Should bring the hype. Round 3. Ready? Go!
Oh my god, again. This can't be happening. Hey. Azzam rolling away. Oh no, please. Please. This is gonna be a disconnect. Oh man. Please. Oh no. Alright, let's check with both players to see what happened. If they did actually finish the round. I don't know if that happens. If the DC from the spectating side happens, can it happen where like both players don't know about it and they continue playing? Because if that's the case, then I don't know. At least we get score after that. But if not, then yeah, we'll have to maybe. It did stop at an even point, although it's not an even meter distribution. Not 2-0, I mean 1-0. Game service failure, okay.
Badoor said stream room, 561,000. I think we'll just continue from where we were, which is 2. I mean, it was 1-0 for Asad.
go.
Select members. This year's dream match kicks off with an absolutely stacked lineup.
Breaking. Yeah.
Select order.
Asad on the left side. Azzam's on the right.
Select stage.
Azzam did change characters, but whatever. Since we're resetting the game,
Ready for a battle
it's
of
like,
Titans.
you know, it's like this is the second game, so you can change characters. So I guess I'll allow it. I'll allow whatever they'll keep the tournament running, and then we'll make sense of it later. Oh, does not block the jump D. Okay. Big whiff on the DP, but doesn't punish it correctly. Oh, see? That's it with the... No, okay. Big combo coming. Nice. Oh, too far for the... Yeah, trigger sometimes. Flash. Racket. Air to air. Rolled? Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't punish. Ends up with the 2C. Right. Azzam taking it the first round, I think, for the first time. Even counting the... You know, the set was not quite. So, nice DP there. Doesn't get the... Okay, that was weird. I guess a misinput, but doesn't get the hop knockdown, which is unfortunate. Oh my god. Choppiness. Gets hit with the... Woo.
Both point characters are knocked out.
Alright, so... Are we gonna see round start Chapter Strike?
Ready? Go!
No, that's a normal city. Okay, combo. EX. Okay. Cross up. Ooh, doesn't get the follow. Jump CD. Oh yeah, nice. The follow with the Sand CD. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, following the jump CD counter it with the Sand CD, that was pretty solid from Asad there. Good awareness. Let's go. 4-bar. Anchor Cronin. Let's see some Cronin shenanigans. Slide, DP, let's do it! Okay! Decent combos. Level 1, level 2? No, just level 1. Okay, yeah. Stompy, okay. It's hit with the whole, okay. EX, big whip. Doesn't get the full punish though. BJ's 2B is not cancelable on its own, so... you couldn't, like, immediately do something. Anyways, 3-bar versus 4-bar Cronin. Who DP's the hardest? We shall see. Ooh, nice use of guard roll there. See, level 1, level 2, full charge. Let's go. Will it be Azzam's turn to do that? Oh no, nice DP. Ooh, let's go! It doesn't get... Look. Okay. That was a big chance. Nice. And that's 2-0 for us, I think. I think it is, right? Did I mess it up? Yeah, Asad won it, so that's 2-0. Yeah. So... Asad advances to win the semi. Solid 2-0. Alright, so let me check on the reported games. Where were we? 2-0 Bandito. Alright, that's what? What are you talking about? What the hell is that? What game is that? Okay. Okay. Never mind. Let me check. I'm supposed to Azzam. Okay. I don't know about the loser side, since I didn't call those games out. Alright, I'm gonna put Depth of Gnosis at DQ, so Depth of Gnosis. Sorry, would have liked to see you play, but yeah. Azzam versus Tamar Hindi. Yeah. Tamar Hindi. Why would I see it? Alright, so what do me and Badoor versus Badoor. What the fuck is that? No.
Select members. Absolutely stacked lineup. Select order.
Oh shit, maximum. Let's go.
Select stage. It's about to be a party up in here.
Ah, okay, clock. No, I don't wanna get bunked and scooped. You gotta be careful with that.
Mission start. Round one. Ready? Go!
Oh, messed up my combo.
Exciting bout from round one. Round two. Ready? Go!
Alright, Leona. You don't see Leona a lot. She's not like, I guess, her 14 days. Ah! Chip damage.
Already over? Round three. Ready? Go!
Oh! Ooh. I thought I was awesome. Oh.
This competitor is too strong.
that's
Can
1-0.
anyone stop them? Winner!
これが俺の本気だ。他のやつだと消し積みにしちまうから、あんたにしか見せらんねえけどな。燃やしてやる。
Mission start. Round 1. Ready? Go! 行くぞ! 行きな! 行きな! そら! Player 1 won't give up that easy. Reach for the top. Ready? Go!
Oi! Ah!
Player 2 takes another round. Burn to fight. Ready? Go!
Oh! Ah!
やるじゃん。
Oi!
ただじゃ済まさねえぞ。行くぜ。
Ah. GG's.
They absolutely thrashed their opponent in that match.
Collection was not optimal, but it was on it, I guess.
これが俺の本気
Maybe.
だ。他
Uh,
のやつだと消し積みにしちまうから、あんたにしか見せらんねえけどな。
Any update on the loser side? No, I don't think it's bad. Been waiting on. Alright, so I guess we'll play just Dragon Slayer versus Acid. Yeah, we can play some more sometime later. Faizer. GG's. Because there's not much else we can play. This one's already being played. What is it? Being played off stream. This one we're waiting on. Yeah. So once we get this, maybe we'll play some of the losers. Once we reach round 3. Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. Please let's go. There you go. I think will be Assad on the left and one player on the right.
Select members. Welcome to KOF, the world's premier martial arts festival. Select order.
Assad, I don't think he picked. I don't think he picked Terry.
Nothing will stop this
I mean, not Terry. Iori last time. Who was it? Benimaru, Bijeni, yeah, and Cronin. So he opted to not pick Bijeni and go for Iori. Interesting choice.
One, ready, go!
Oh, caught the backdash with the slash. Rolls out of the mix-up. Doesn't want to deal with it. That is a solid safe option. Oh, unfortunate. Okay. Plus frames. Down A is really plus. Don't challenge after it. It's gonna do 2C to something to the Bopsy. That's CD. Yeah, that rack is generally unsafe. It's unlike the Bodega. Alright, super. Not gonna be enough. Jump CD. Oh, jump CD. Rolls out of the mix-up, yep. Alright. Follow up. Ooh, almost. Empty low, nice. I think Assad could have spent meter there to ensure a win, but opted to save, and that did pay off, I think. Shadowkin coming in with Iori. Alright, we'll punish the slash, yeah. Slash is generally really safe on block, but on whiff it is kinda big. It's cause like it has a big block stun, even though the recovery itself is a lot. The block stun usually covers a lot of it, you know. So once you're out of the range of the active frames, then you have a lot of time to punish it. DP, yeah, nice. That's the optimal combo. Empty low, no, not that son. Blocks it. DP's out of the hop. Stop the D. No, nice backdash over the fireball. That is an option you can do if you want to avoid fireball without committing to a hop or a neutral hop on the edge of jump. Okay, hop knockdown. Rolls out of the corner. Air to air. Cross up. Blocks it. Iori's cross up, while it is a cross up, it's not an overhead, so you can kind of block it crouching. It can work sometimes. Ooh, nice low profile. DP? Oh, opts for EX. Not enough though. And air to air. You can opt to block it crouching, since it's not an overhead. So if it does the cross up early, it might whiff and you get a chance to either punish or at least take the advantage and start your offense. Alright. Hard knockdown. Same side. Blocks it. Rolls out. Punish. Nice. As usual, most things that you end with a fireball, they're kind of susceptible to guard roll. If they guard roll the button, you cancel to the fireball. Generally, most characters can punish it pretty easily. Ooh, gets put in the corner. Alright. Current meta versus launch meta. Who anchors the hardest? Alright. Level 1. Oh, just upped for a level 2. Why? Why? I said why? Oh, okay. I could have done level 1 to level 2, but I don't know. Maybe it whiffs or something. I don't know. So, first game gone to Asset. But really solid game we're watching right now. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Ready? Go!
Game 2. Cross up. Oh, okay. Weird hop. Combo. Oh, almost frame trap there, but didn't get it right. Oh my god, we saw the weird back hop again. Rolls out of the fireball. And landing punish, yeah. Even though both Benimaru and Hyo jumped around the same time, Benny was able to land and do a 2B. Since Hyo's jump is rather floating. Punishes the roll. Rekka, nice reaction to hit confirm. Dash. Dash. Air to air. Same side, rolls out. EX. It's too fast for a cross-up, I think. Mutual Sensei. Alright, Asset's trying to survive and buy as much time so that if Dragon Knight wins, he doesn't gain as much health. That is like a strategy when you know that it's very hard for you to win this round. It might be just good to waste it so that and play very safe so even if they win, they don't gain as much health. Like a secondary objective you can do. Secondary, you know, thing. Ooh, tries to low profile the cross up, messes up there. Rolls out of the grab. Should be enough to kill. Nice. Alright, Yori's Dragon Knight's not Dragon Knight. Not Dragon Slayer's Yori taking out 2 characters there. And now with a full bar Cronin. Right. Ends with the fireball. Alright, level 1 and level 2. Oh, just up to level 1. Okay, save that meter for Terry. Jump C. Oh, almost enough. Alright, ups with the shotgun. So, 3 guaranteed ways to chip, especially on recovery. Alright, 3 bards, both characters. Pretty even situation. Sandy. Alright, climax. Okay. Alright, grab. Oh, nice! Saw the BT bare knuckle attempt there and reacted with the DP. Oh, pick throw. CDs. Up CDs. DP. Not enough. Didn't have enough meter. Oh, that's safe, I think. Plus frames. Safe. Shotgun. Safe-ish from the range. Bare knuckle gets him in the air. So it's 1-1.
What a stellar fight! These two know how to rumble! Winner! あんたに手加減した方が失礼だけどな。本気で行かせてもらったぜ。
始めよ
Round 1. Ready? Go!
Alright, last game. Oh, again with the back hop.
ボディが
Air to air. Oh, it rolls out of the dash under cross up. Yep. 2A is really close. DP. Another DP. Empty jump throw. CD. Convert? No, it couldn't convert, yeah. Lost frames, yeah. Rolls out of forward. Wait, whiff. That should be enough, yeah. Yeah.
takes an early lead.
There are like a few unfortunate like mistakes there. A lot of people doing DPs when they mean fireball, so kind of unfortunate. Okay, hard knockdown. Okay, I think you wanted to do the cross up, but maybe pressed B too early or something, because jump B came out instead of the cross up tackle. Roll, couldn't punish it though. God roll. Another counter God roll. Okay. Ooh, nice. That's an air hit confirm, I think, because it only works if the slash hits pretty high in the air. Good awareness by Azzam there to capitalize on that hit. Oh yeah, that's too early. Jumps out of the command grab though. And Azzam's Benny taking out 2 characters from Dragon Slayer. Alright, Dragon Slayer on his last character. If he loses, he is sent to losers. What's up? BP. Oh, it doesn't get the correct combo. Messed up there. Shoot. That is a safe ender, so again, plus frames. Now Terry on the offensive. Oh, finally it drops the pressure there. Gets hit with lows, okay. Oh, I like the delayed cancel there. Oh my god. And Azzam takes it 2-1 with the 1 CV.
あんたの戦いにはもう少し美しさが欲しいところだね。
That is 2-1. Yeah, that's pretty dominant. Check. There's been some scores being reported. So, 2-1 for Anas. Anas 2-1, and then hold on. What happened to Azzam and Hindi? Yeah. He said GG's, what the hell? Please. You said GG's and then you didn't report the score. What the hell? I've already said that. What is this? GG's, and then you should use oh yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Okay. But what's the score? And then they both dunked. They just. Oh my. Guys, who is that? Oh, okay. Alright, so alright, we got like a good amount of games. So we can play fine. I can do it. I think do both of these on stream. Obviously, one of the finals is going to be on stream. So we'll do both of these on stream, and then the rest. There's only going to be one game, so we have to play all of them on stream anyway. So that we can run. So finally, losers. This is loser semi. Semi, it'll be Faizer versus Faizer.
Select members. Put all your skills to the test and show us a battle worthy of legends. Select order.
Alright, Azzam going with the double Yashiro. He did pick normal Yashiro previously, but
It's about to be a
Oyashiro he didn't pick on stream, so should be interesting to watch him play that character. He also sneakily picked the
mission start.
the alternative costume.
Round one. Ready?
Alright.
Go!
Big whip on this Dancy, but I mean it's not a big whip. Footsies. Nice. Called the movement with the tackle. CD. Both players are playing very grounded. Not trying to approach it here. Interestingly. Up. Ooh! Come here. With the armor gun. Ooh, oh my god, the tackles. Almost dead. And ends with the sweep, yeah. Faizer has been really on point with those tackles. Those tackles are very unsafe, but they're really fast and they can catch people doing all kinds of stuff. Can see the anti-air. Oh, again with the armor grab, yeah. Sweep. Jumps out of the overhead. Cross up. Corner. Not enough meter to build. To super cancel. CD. In the corner. Yep. Wake up grab. Doesn't get a solid Oki out of it though. But at least you can avoid the tackle again. Faizer he's been 3-on-3 with those tackles. Oh, there should be enough skill. Yeah. Those tackles are super risky, like I said, so you have the guts to do them and land all of them. Really cool. Alright. Dash. Alright. Ooh, shatter strike. Alright, so cancel? No. Okay, yes. Alright. At least do some damage and waste some time so that Faizer doesn't regain a lot of health if he wins against this Oyeshi. Yeah, Leona's sweep, I think, can low profile on all things, so sort of minus negative frame advantage. It can work. Oh, unfortunate input! Oh my god! What a recovery! You can't even punish it. Tries to use the close D, the far D came out since it was too far. You know, Cronon's close D is over it, so you can use that mix people up. Alright, Maxima versus Cronin. Too early on the DC there. Wake up DP. DP doesn't super cancel though. Nice pick up with the off the jump CD content. Should be enough to kill. Yep. Game 1 going to Azzam. With doing the classic. Yeah, Maxima as an anchor can work, but you know, he's not like he has the damage obviously, but I think his low cost damage is more impressive than his like high cost damage. Game 2. Sweep. Oh, again with the tackle. Too far for the okay. Footsies again. Faizer's tackles have been all on point. Oh, that's a big punish. My ops just for a sweep. No, not a big damage punish. Again, get scrapped. Oh, it doesn't follow. Oh my god. Another tackle. She thought he was out of range. Sweep. Hey. Oh, sweep. Clock sweep is no joke. Like, the speed on that thing is ridiculous. Oh, the first time this tackle didn't hit. Alright, Azzam spending all the meter. Wants to get the Clark out of here. Oh, what the hell? Crosses himself up or whatever that is. Up. Right. While both players will have the same full health, Faizer will have the meter advantage with 3 bars. Almost 3 bars. Yes. Nice, that's safe generally. Alright, conversion. Nice use of the target combo. It's really good because it allows Oyeshi to convert from lights. Oh, just out of range. Yo, how the punish windows. Oh, that's pretty big. OTG. Not enough. What's the mix-up? Oh, rolled out. I think he was baiting maybe something, but Oyeshi was taking out both Clark and Leona. Oh my god, the range on the hits. I thought it was out of range. Alright, what's the... just dashes in? Right? Ooh, okay. Could be enough. I think this is almost enough. Yeah, that's gonna be enough. Right. So, 2-0 for
What a great
Azzam.
fight! Mad respect
That
to the winner!
Oyashiro did pay off, I guess.
喧嘩ごっこに付き合う暇じゃねえんだ。俺をぶっ倒してえなら殺す気できだ。
So that's 2-0 for Azzam. And then we'll do Dragon Slayer and it'll be interesting because we haven't seen Anas yet on stream, so that should be exciting. Just you know, the way the brackets came about, Anas didn't get a chance to play on stream, so yeah. Alright, we got both players. Faizer is still in the tournament, so you might be able to show it.
Select members. This year's dream match kicks off with
I mean, no, you're not in the tournament. What am I talking about? Ah! What the... Let's focus on the game and commentate and forget everything. Alright, Dragon Slayer's on the left side. Anas is on the right. Ay! Now Anas with the double Shermie. We had the double Yashiro. We had the double Yashiro. Now we got the double Shermie.
nothing will stop this show. Round one. Ready? Go!
Good block on the low. Yeah. We did see Dragon Slayer kind of struggling with Orochi Shermie on the first game against Emperor Cow. So we'll see if he can deal with her better now. Even though he did, you know, win those matches, but it wasn't, you know, trivial, you know. Jump CD. Catches the back deck, but too far to fully convert. And air to earth with the jump CD. Both players with the Kyo. Ooh, jump to C. Reset, rolls out, but gets punished with the C. DP is not really safe. Jump behind it. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be careful with a lot of DPs since they move the character forward. So if the other players jumping in a specific way, they can get behind it and make it what blocks the low. Right? Blocks the low, air to air. Rolls out of the crossup. Gets hit with the 3D low. Oh yeah, that's a big whip. Right. Not enough to kill though. Oh, that's a big punish. Couldn't get the chance to react. Dire, it's pretty dire, yeah.
This competitor is too strong.
Right, first game going to Dragon Slayer.
手加減してやってなかったらてめえ丸焦げどころか灰になってたぜ。
So yeah, Anis is sticking with the double share me. The double share me plus the share me sandwich. Share me kiosk sandwich. I don't know. It seems
Round 1. Ready? Go!
okay, alright, rolls out. Oh, gets hit with the jump to C. Alright, that's the C Rakka. Jump to C, jump C, the pressure. Hey. Stand CD pressure. Ooh, doesn't block the overhead though.
An exciting bout from round 1. Round 2. Ready? Go!
Hey. Right, jump C, jump D, I mean. Oh, gets hit with the low, it's a launcher. Yeah. Gets a full combo. Oh my god. Oh, grab the roll. Anis grabbing. Nice, that was kind of a shimmy C there, but wasn't able to convert. Anis on his last character. Gotta survive. Jump CD, air to air. Oh, wake up throw. Blocks the low, but yeah, it's too far to punish. Eee. 2C is really good. Bad kick. Oh, what's the grab? It should be enough. So, Dragon Slayer really aggressively winning 2-0.
手加減してやってなかったらてめえ丸焦げどころか灰になってたぜ。
Alright, I'm just gonna BRB for a bit. And we could probably be playing Assad versus me. hello? Yeah. Okay, I think it's back. Yeah, Faizer will get chances. We do these monthly, so maybe next time. Yeah, like I said, I think next game will be me and Assad. That'll be winners finals first to 3. Cool. Alright.
Put all your skills to the test.
母が心に身を揺らす
Araconium, yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not out yet, and it might be a while till they drop, till they put crossplay. Since I think they said like next year, so you know.
Select stage.
Yeah, that's the, I'm getting in on K-Dash, yeah. So he's a lot of fun, and he's like a character that's like, he's one buff away from being dumb, like stupid dumb. So oh. Oh, could have saved up that.
Player 2 won't give up that easy. See you next.
I was going for a throw, and I didn't go a forward. Oh, back throw. Went with forward throw input. So I couldn't. Ah! Hey! Hey! Ah!
Both point characters are knocked out.
Ah.
Round 3.
Oh shit, Yuri.
Go!
Ah!
Player 2 needs a miracle. Ready? Go!
逃がさないこれが
Let's go. Let's. Yeah. Oh my god. That combo is distance specific.
Take the win!
Because at that distance, Dolores can do the fireball before the DD.
Ready?
Only at that distance, not on the corner. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm dead. What the fuck? What? Hey, what the fuck is that? Wait. Was my eyes? Did that whiff?
All eyes are on the winner
Huh?
of that fierce fight!
Hold on. Can someone clip that? Wait. Did I mess up the combo? Did I? What? Wait, hold on. Let's play again.
Round 1. Ready? Go!
Ah. Maybe I was confused or something. I was looking somewhere else because I want to see if I beat it.
Ready? Go!
Ah. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, he jumps over her. It's the short characters. Ah, okay, that was weird. Even though they're... Hey.
Reach for the top. Ready? Go!
I'm not even gonna let her live. Oh my god. Inputs.
KO! Player 2 has victory in their sights. Burn to fight. Ready? Go!
Ah. Ooh. Whatever, waste meter. Ah. Ooh. That's sorry, that's 1-1, right?
What a great fight! Mad respect to the winner! Winner! こいつ泡吹いて倒れやがった Round 1. Ready? Go!
Oh my god, I keep getting hit with the same plot that I was talking about when I would commentate. Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh, it should be enough.
Player 2 won't give up that easy.
Yeah.
Now or never.
Sometimes what you know and what you do is different. You know? Oh!
And we're tied up.
Hit him with the leg.
Round 3. Ready? Go!
Oh! Big bombos.
Only their anchor remains. Round 4. Ready? Go!
Do it, do it, do it! Oh my god!
May the best anchor win.
DPA, huh?
精霊の
Final round. Ready? Go!
ジャンプジャンプ
Get off!
こちらで戯れなさいジャンプジャンプ
Ah! Come on!
ジャンプ
Bleh! Practice that shit.
Nail biter.
It was too far, even Ah,
いいぜ立ち上がって
back roll forward, roll
も
forward.
う一度
That was
やってやるからよ
yeah. Oh yeah, right. Whatever. Rooms.
Select members. Witness the tournament debut of martial arts competitions. いいぜやろうじゃねえか Select order. Select stage. It's about to be a party up in here! Round one. Ready? Go! Player 2 takes an early lead. Reach for the top. Ready? Go! Go for broke.
Oh! Ooh! Oh, yeah. Oh, the dash crap.
This battle should bring the hype. Stand your ground. Ready? Go! Techniques on the here.
Nice.
This is match point for player 1.
No, you can safe jump anything. I mean, it's just after top knockdowns can be hard because you don't know if they're gonna soft roll or not. But you get a lot, you know, it doesn't take a lot of time. No! What the f- Dash to... Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that... Alright. 3-1, so
The goddess
yeah,
of
Azzam
victory
advances to
smiles upon the winner.
grand finals.
Winner!
最初から全力でぶつからなくちゃ出し惜しみして負けたらものすごく悔しいでしょ
Alright, we got Dragon Slayer vs Azzam next. That's for losers semi-final. No. Yeah, they are really stressful, yeah. Yeah, I kind of folded with Yuri. There. Oh my god, what is that? Restart the quad. XVDD, what is that? No, it's not Grand Finals. Loser semi. We have 3 matches. So there's loser semi, then losers finals, then Grand Finals. So yeah, we still have a bit more action.
Select members. Put all your skills to the test and show us a battle worthy of legends. Select order. Select stage. It's about to be a party up in here! Round 1. Ready?
On the left side.
Go!
Alright, going with point Yamazaki. Not common, but yeah. Jump CD. Low C, empty up. Weird whip. Rolls out. It should be enough if he spins. Yep.
Player 2 takes an early lead. Round 2. Ready? Go!
Oh, oh my god, thanks. Neutral is happening. Pressure. RC whips the shatter strike. OTG. Oh, yes. That hits backwards. Oh my god, that was so deep. Hit him behind him. Just goes with the EX Rekka. Can't be like a bit of a just do it move. It goes so far and does a lot of damage and has the auto guard. Alright, the Kanker thrown in with not a lot of meter though. Kicks. Lucy, so far, it's so far. Can't get out of its range. Rolls out of the corner. Right. Come see the counter. Oh, nice. That was a good pick up there. Alright, taking out the Kyo and coming in with the Yasha. Oh my god, it does everything with jump speed. You jump back, it hits. You jump forward, it hits. You jump neutral, it hits. Gets hit with the overhead. Interrupts the plus frame hop. Ooh, big whip. That's the only weakness on the 2C is that it has a pretty big whip. So if they jump over it, you're dead. At least if they jump over it and they didn't commit to a jump CD. So, it's game 1 for Dragon Slayer. I don't know if Azzam will change characters or not. I think Yamazaki in point is weird. Yeah. Right. Was Kyo, Yashiro, Chizuru. That's Dragon Slayer's team. Kyo Yashiro Chizuru.
Select order.
Alright, Azzam bringing in the Iori instead of Yamazaki.
It's about to be
And
a party
Shadow
up
King,
here.
Dragon Slayer, sticking with the same order at least. Yeah, Yamazaki, I don't know about him in point. He kind of has the sweet spot of really good damage with like 1 bar because of the poison super, but half bar not really. Yeah. Anyways, alright, Azzam is now put in the corner. Gets a chance to get out. Jump seed. Very fast. Air to air and get jump CD out of the startup. Akka stops to be safe. Interrupts the DPK. Punish? Ooh. Does not get the correct punish. It doesn't get the correct punish there, I think. Low, but doesn't have meter for the AC. Oh my god, okay. Now that's a
Player one
change of
clinches the
situation.
first round.
Azzam taking the first round. Taking out the... That Kyo has been doing a lot of trouble in the brackets. So taking him out so early is really good. Whiff punish with the CD. Hard knockdown. They jump cross up. Doesn't get the link properly. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, he committed to the frame trap, I think. Oh, he's gonna pay dearly for it. So, like, not only is he gonna pay with life, because that's a lot of meter spent just for, like, Hail Mary frame trap. Oh, big weapon. Oh my god. All the everyone. Shadow King, I don't know what has happened, but in this game, he's not been playing, like, yeah, all big drops, lost opportunities, yeah. He's still in it, you know, it's not bad. You know, he's still on the second character with a decent amount of meter. Change things around. Just composes himself and focuses on the game. Both players just doing a lot of 6Bs. Wait, too far for the 6A. Super? Oh, okay. I feel like there's more, but I don't know. Wait. Farsi. Ooh, oh my god. On the fact that picks up on backdashes too. Really good. Because it's the juggle command. Anyways, Dragon Slayer coming in with the Chizuru. Yeah, hit him with the heal. Oh, big whip!
Neither side is giving an inch.
Alright, Konon with 3 bars versus Chizuru with 2.5. So, both players with full life, but minor difference in meter. Just do the best buttons. 4D versus 2C. Right, that should be a combo. Okay, 1 with 2. Yeah, no stomp, okay. Backdash. Goes out, corner. Oh, yeah, that was an air hit, so you can't convert that. Put him in the corner again. Oh, wow, nice shatter strike there. That was a really good answer for the... I think that was the delayed follow-up. So, Chizuru can use that to find trap, I guess. Because that move is a bit minus, I think, one of them. So, the other player will be expecting to, you know, mash, so... And he can't mash like a far light. So, since it doesn't reach Chizuru, you know, in a rewarding way, so it's not expected. But, as I'm going with the shatter strike, that was a really smart idea. Alright, game 3. Shadow King sticking with the same team, which I think is fair. I think it's just that last match was it was a lot of mistakes. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't pick up with the up kicks. Gets another chance for a combo. Again, big DP. Big jump. Rekka doesn't opt for a mix-up, so opts to stop safely. Blocks the low, but is pretty far. Big whiff on the sweep, but doesn't punish it. Air to air, cross up, no, rolls up. Using lights just to finish the round since it doesn't want to commit to. It doesn't want to commit to like heavies like weave, stuff like that can be easily punished on whip. Big sweeps, you know, they jump over it. It's a big punish. They do a down B, easy to punish that. Right. Good use of the shadow strike. Combo. Okay. B pressure. Guard gauge is not looking good for Shadow King. Up kicks. Super. Okay. Half knockdown. Trying to bait maybe X BP. Ooh, what? What the hell? What was that? What was that? It's just the jump CD just beat it clean. That's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, sure. Alright. Jump CD. EX, oh, blocks it though. Big punish. Alright. A decent punish, I guess. Maybe there would have been a more efficient way, but at least he took out the character. Oh, coming in with the forward prone, which is obviously really good, and I think Azzam has to be, you know, careful with the meter management. Because like, even if you can take the Sheshur out, Sheshur is coming in with the full life, so he's gonna have to spend a lot of meter to take him out, and then what will he have for Kizaru, you know? So, oh, big combo? No, okay. EX, here we go. Starting party. Level 2. Alright. Oh, catches the back dash. I mean, the back roll. EX. Back dash. Trying to give himself some space. Oh, punches. Jump CD. Oh! My god, just stare down. Oh. Just stare down to EXDP. Alright, last round. Whoever loses is out of the tournament. From C. Just the heal. Oh, okay. Up with the slide into quick max. And another quick max should be enough. And nice. It's 2-1 for Dragon Slayer. He advances to losers finals. So let's check the brackets. 2-1. And now it's losers finals. Oh, it's me. Just I'll remake the new room so that it will be first 3.
血を見せてやるよ。Select order. Select stage. Ready for a battle
Right.
of titans.
Okay, Chizuru second with the 30 coming in. No Iori. Hmm.
少しは燃えさせてくれよ。
Round 1. Ready? Go! こんなオルスだぜ。そらっ飛べ。そらっそらだ。ボディがオルスだぜ。ブラックアウト。行くな。そらだ。切らえ。そらっ行くな。
Hey, you got crossed up. No! Come on.
Stand your ground. Ready? Go! Both point characters are knocked out. Burn to fight. Ready? Go!
Oh.
Player 1 needs a miracle.
Shut up, I like this team.
Reach for the top. Ready? Go!
Oh!
Neither side is giving an inch.
これも大地
Final round. Ready? Go! Watch it.
これだ
Look up.
逃がさない
Oh, should be a big damage. But
残
Broke.
残
Watch it.
逃がさないこっち
that is an answer.
逃がさない
Watch it.
残
Ah!
覆る
Ah, that's 1-0.
Keep an eye on this matchup. Winner! いい勝負だったぜ。またあんたと戦えるのを楽しみにしてるよ。少し Round 1 Ready Go! ゴリが丸見えだぜ。
Oh, that's...
そらっくらえそらっいきなやっせやそらっいやちゃいきなそらっくらえどっちゃPlayer 2 won't give up that easy. Good.
That was... I played that really well, I think.
Round 2. Ready? Go!
Ah! Oh! Oh, the front trap! Super!
And we're tied up.
No, I don't know. What JoJo color would that be?
Round 3. Ready? Go! That's gonna leave a mark.
Oh! Oh, good punish. Ah. I can't believe I avoided the jump stand deep. I was like, please, I don't want to hit it with the deep. Fuck. Ah.
Nice combo.
Oh.
Who is going to take the win?
Mm.
せ
Final round. Ready? Go!
Oh. Ah. That was a Hail Mary, TV. That was not a lot of reaction.
Keep an eye on this matchup.
気になるみたい。説明してもいいけど、最低でも18時間はかかるわよ。
Thank you. Thank you, Azzam. I think it was all like I think K-Dash did really well. If I keep that maybe
燃やし
maybe we'll see.
Round one.
It is plus 3 so.
Go. ボディが乗るんだぜ。ボディが丸見えだぜ。ボディがダメぜ。
Oh, you punished that.
ダメな。ボディが乗る。おっと。おっと。
Ah! Oh. Ah, the chip damage.
Player 2 takes an early lead. Burn to fight. Ready? Go! This battle should bring the hype. Reach for the top. Ready? Go!
Ah! Ooh, just going for a him.
Time to dial on for the climax.
極めます。
Player 2 has victory in their sights. Round 4. Ready? Go!
Oh my god. Ah! Oh, that was just enough.
Final round! Time to go big or go home! Final round! Ready? Go!
Oh yeah. Hey. 2-1 for Dragon Slayer.
Nail biter! Keep an eye on this matchup! Winner!
全力を振り絞って立ち向かってこいよ。そうでもしなきゃ俺は倒せないぜ。 少しはも
Round 1 Ready Go
ボディがアメーズせやボディがマルニエボディがアメーズせやボディが
Oh boy. Not a good time to use that. Ooh. Yeah, you see what I talked about when yeah, it's instance after some of the blocked part pokes are less than ideal. So he kind of yeah.
Round 2 Ready Go
ボディが
Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ah. Ooh, dang it.
Player 1 wastes no time evening the score.
Set.
Round 3 Ready Go
あ
Player 2 has victory in their sights.
He did the quick one. If he was doing like what was it? Since she can do the follow-up at any time, if she was doing it a bit later, then
Ready
yeah.
Go
あ
これが
High-level techniques on display here.
逃がさない残
That's Starbuck. You want something? Yes, I want to get out of this. Get me off. Ah! Oof.
KO! May the best anchor win.
これも大事
Final round. Ready? Go!
無駄よこれが大地のその身に刻む大地の方向を
No!
Watch him!
Oh my god, not enough, not enough!
逃がさない
Oh! Huh? Two.
That was a nail biter. Keep an eye on this match.
I don't know, just
Winner!
私は真理の一端を見たあなたに私の意志を打ち砕くことなどできないわ
We just breathe a bit.
Round one. Ready? Go!
Ah!
And player one clinches the first round.
Oof!
Now or never. Ready? Go!
Ooh!
That's gonna leave a mark. KO! This battle should bring the hype.
あなた
Burn to fight. Ready? Go!
Oof! Oh!
Player one needs a miracle.
もうお休みかしら
Round four. Ready? Go!
逃がさない逃がさない無駄よこれな大地の方向を逃がさない
あ
残残残
Ah! Come on.
逃がさない逃がさない
Haha!
残残
Oh!
大地の方向を
That was a grab, but it came out as the super, which is invincible, I think. I'll take it.
Final round. Ready? Go! Watch him! Watch him!
Oh! The old man cross up. I'm dead, I think. Yep. GG's.
What a stellar
The old man cross up when I
to know how
super up and cross myself up. Alright, so. Fortunately, I am out at third. And Dragon Slayer advances to grand finals. So I can put the stick away. I don't need it anymore. So it's grand finals time. I'm gonna BRB for a bit. Okay, I'm back now. Yeah. Done.
Select members.
Right, grand finals.
Is about to begin. Select order.
Thanks, guys, on the left. Oh, okay. I said going with the Clark, along with the Rock. While Shadow King is not playing with Kyo at all. I think that first he usually has Kyo, and he had that against for every game, but maybe versus Asset didn't work out. So yeah, here we go, grand finals.
Round one. Ready? Go!
Alright, air to air. Poking with 6 feet. Alright. Uses the sweep since it's pretty fast. Again, good use of those sweeps. Alright, DP. Joy after air. Sorry about that. You could use of CD there as an anti-air. That match was a slugfest. Everyone was like hitting everyone else with like 1 or 2 hits. There's barely been any combo. Oh, the dash? Okay, interesting. Oh, hit him with the C. Combo confirm? Or TG? Oh, baits the throw. Alright, EX.
Not looking good for player 2. Round 3. Ready?
Alright, Cronin coming in with 4 bars almost. Oh, hit at the tip. Oh wow, was able to duck the jump CD, huh? Super. With punish on the 2C. Too far for the OTG, but gets a weird reset there. Counter hit, but couldn't convert. Baits. That should be enough. Nice. Good awareness, knowing that the 6A would be enough to finish the round. 5 bars, but only half his life. Oh, that's a big dumble. Oh, that's an OTG? That doesn't, I mean, hard knockdown? Okay. Weird. Shadow King. Dragon Slayer, thank you. The first game. I think Acid is playing the long game. Since he is on the winner's side, he's maybe experimenting with like Clark and Rock. So he has a few games to play before, I guess, switching to his A team. But you know, so he doesn't have, you know, to worry currently, I guess. CD. Ooh, armor grab. Tries to anti-air with the CD, but he lands before that. Jump CD, counter it. Right, safe ender. Sweep, frame trial. Oh! Ah, what was that? He's trying to OTG? Does that work after that move? Super. I don't think that would be enough, but you know, one grab or a few hits and that should be enough. Right. Oh man. I think Dragon King has been dropping, Dragon Slayer has been dropping a lot of combos. Alright, good use of spacing the stand CD to be out of range of the sweep. Like a lot of Yashiro's block strings puts him at that like perfect range where like he can use CD just out of so to like whiff punish or like to, you know, kind of, it's like a weird situation where like the hurt box doesn't extend immediately, so you can do it and beat a lot of folks. Alright. Jump CD. Opts not to cancel 6A. Oh, gets him with the low. Counter. Ooh, catches the roll. Oh, again. Doesn't get the... I guess that's maybe corner only. So, it's odd that it doesn't work, but I don't know. I guess that's why people use the rising tackle as the follow-up instead of hard dunk. DP. Empty low, but doesn't... He didn't believe. Oh, hit him with the 2C. Oh, that was maybe a misinput on the hop. Too far? I think too far to convert, yeah. More jumps. That should be enough, yeah. Level 1. Alright, 3 bars, Chizuru. 3 equal situation right now. Sweep. Yeah, that can work as an anti-up. Backdash. Doesn't want to deal with the 2C. Ooh, just... Yeah, couldn't get the DP after that. Four bar Cronin. Oh, just do it, baby. Oh my god.
That was a nail biter.
That's 1-1.
全力で相手をぶん殴るってのはよ、気分がいいもんだな。
I think it's a solid team that Assad is playing. I think maybe the first game O'Clock didn't do much, but he's doing really well now. You see? Roll. Punish to the roll with a normal throw. Ooh. You thought you could whip punish? No. Safe ender. Combos. Ooh, the spacing. Footsies. More pressure. Ooh, let's see. Air to air. Both characters trading. Oh my god. I don't know how that.
Reach for the top. Ready? Go!
Jump CD. Oh, safe jump. It should be enough to kill. Yep.
Is this fight already over? 楽しんでる?
I don't know if Raging Storm is that fast or not, but if it's not fast, maybe using Rising Taco into Raging Storm may be more reliable. Ooh, big punish. Ah, no! Okay. I'm not sure why he couldn't do just close C 3D into at least that or something. If he didn't want to spend meter, but I don't know. Alright, Kron still has a lot of meter, but he still has to get through both Terry and Hizuru with those bars. Oh, that's unfortunate. Misinput. Alright, not using super. Wanted to save it for the next combo. RC. Ooh, EX. Should be enough. Alright.
Player one is on a roll.
This Cronin is doing a lot. Jump CD. 2 jump CD is the hardest. Ooh, the hurtboxes. Nice. Alright. Charge his meter with by whipping the DP. Ooh, okay. Pressure. Ooh. Pick up. Ah, that should be enough. 2-1 for Shadow King.
Stellar fight.
Dragon Slayer.
Know how to rumble. Winner.
意志と意志のぶつかり、素晴らしい戦いでした。ありがとう。
Round one.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta sometimes do that. Ooh. Classic. Jump D, air to air. If he's not jumping, just buffer the armor grab. Oof. Catches the roll, but doesn't punish it. You know, with the senses, which is not bad. Oh, okay. Is that a setup? What is that? Because he can't be doing the... He can't be really doing the 6A as an OTG. I don't know. Throw. Put him in the corner. Out of range. Ooh! Should be enough? No. Ends up with the jump seed.
Player 2 won't give up that easy. Round 2. Ready? Go!
X. Right. XP. Hard knockdown. Save jump. Jump C. Oh, good solid pickup there. Yes. Jump CD. Hey, doesn't get the link. CD's out of the way from a punish. Ooh. Confirm. Nice.
Not looking good for player 2.
Rock, I don't think did much in the last couple of games. So, if Shadow King wins this, I don't know if we'll be seeing more of Rock. Alright. Alright. Oh, nice bait, but doesn't get a big punish on that. Yeah, didn't convert the down C. Good tech. Just do the DP. Ooh, punishes the landing with 2A.
Resilience here.
Chrono may be the best at beating one character, but I don't know if he's good at the reverse 1CVs. We'll see though. Jump CD pressure. Half guard gauge. Ooh, punish! Oh, yeah, the best punish tool with 2C there. But I thought it was able to maybe be in range for 2A. Anyways. Now, Plague neutral. Oh, too early on the 3C there. Although, I don't know. It could be that no timing to 3C would beat that. Alright, safe at that range. Just do it. Level 1, level 2. No, level 2. Okay, save it. Ooh, big bait. Ah, I don't know about that punish. Ah, man. I said it's really being stingy with that meter, I guess. And then you're forced to use it for defensive stuff like guard CDs and I don't know. And then now it's 12 seconds, and even if you beat this 30, you're not gonna have a lot of health. Alright, time is a factor now. Oof. Oh, yeah, well.
Player 1's anchor is pulling their
You're
weight.
barely gonna get any life now. Alright, 3 bars. Not bad, but that life situation is not good. Balls out of the way. Hey, hurt boxes, but can't convert from there. Oh, a misinput there. I think I wanted to do the special. Alright. Is he gonna do 5 stomps? No. 2C. Footsies. Oh, commits to quick max. Down. We're gonna see a few down-downs. Down AC. Down AC. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was a... He threw it all on the DP.
Keep an eye on this.
That was almost a reverse 1C, but... Yeah.
なお諦めず全力で挑み続けることです。
Alright. So, it is a reset situation.
Select members. Witness the dawning of a new era of martial arts competitions.
Alright, we got a reset, so last set of the tournament. Dragon Slayer coming in hot with a solid 3-1 victory.
Select order.
And yeah, Asad is playing his main team. The one that... especially that Benimaru. That Benimaru was a lot of trouble for Dragon Slayer. So... well,
Nothing will stop
maybe Asad was hoping that he can beat Dragon Slayer without using Benimaru, so that in case he had to go to the reset, you know, Dragon Slayer wouldn't have learned the matchup by then. Yep, here comes the Benny Mary. There we go, frame trap 2C. Ooh, that's so active. He thought he was able to whip punish. Overhead. Big punish with the DP. Oh, what was that? Okay. I thought... Again, dropping those links. Air to air. Side switch. This should be enough.
An exciting bout from round one.
Well, he's dead.
Stand your ground. Ready? Go!
Ooh, whoa, okay, we're with air, anti-air. Stops the overhead. Alright, just gives himself some space. Yeah, that jump CD is so good. Jump CD. Sweep. Goes with the DP. Make a throw. Big whiff. It should be a big combo. Nice. Just couldn't put himself out of throw range. Well, Asad sitting in with full meter right now. Lost frames. Hey!
Player one wins 2 rounds in a row. Now or never. Ready? Go! Ha!
Right. Good combo. Ooh, that commits to that EXDP. Oh, almost dead. Just goes for it. Yeah, that match is. I think Asad was like, I don't want to play this game. Let's go to the next game. I think after the EXTP was baited, that's what it was like. I don't care about this game. I either win this round or we go to the next game. Yeah, which I can understand, you know. Be like, I don't want to play a long game, or like I'm not gonna win. I'm just gonna let's get over it. And like, I think the issue is like, yeah, his maybe his Benimaru didn't do much. I don't know. It's game 2. Sorry, it's not 1-0 for Azzam. 1-0 for Dragon Slayer. My bad. Hey. Ooh, that was a misinput, I think. Or maybe a hop bait to a hop? I don't know. Rain trap. Hey, convert. OTG, it's not gonna be enough, but it's a pretty low amount of damage. Oh, anti-air to the 2C.
Player one clinches the first round. Round 2.
Another Destiny battle. Hit him with that D. EX. Hmm. Hey. Yeah, fair. Rolls out, but it's safe since the recovery on that is pretty low. Air to air. Hey. Jump CD. Oh, jump CD. Plus frames. Guard CD. Ooh. The random stand CD. It's not random, it's spaced so that it usually will only hit extended hotboxes, so you can kind of buffer it and auto confirm. Alright, it's the same situation we saw last time, where Dragon Slayer is coming in with Yashiro and Asset is still with. Oh, okay, coming in with the. Yeah, and Asset coming in with the Kron. But at least we took out Yashiro this time. I jump CDs. Oh man, it's just so hard to air. Ooh, walks out of the car. Okay. I think that's safe. Yeah, I've got the range. Oh, jump CD. Alright. Ooh, no profile, okay. Alright. All wave. Box ring, rolls up. Put him in the corner. Right. I think he was afraid of the guard breaks. Go punish. Can't convert with that guard though. Not easy. I said doesn't have a lot of life and gets hit with the air jump D. 2-0. So one more game and Dragon Slayer will take this whole tournament. This is Asset's last chance to switch characters. Is he gonna stick with the Benimaru and Iori? Or is he gonna switch characters? Oh, okay. So this will be his team for the rest of the tournament then. He might need to do something with that Benimaru. I think he didn't do much. Alright. No. See the air to air. 2A. Oh, 6A, 6 point grab. Nice TP. Shadow King has been really good at like keeping Asset from jumping a lot. Ooh, bait the roll. Should be enough. And yeah, I think Dragon Slayer is gonna have almost full health. Might be full health, yeah, probably full health. Full health and one bar. Really good situation. Just it's unfortunate that Benimaru was doing really well in the Windows side, but here when the grand finals and then the reset, it's not. Yeah. Speed, power knockdown. Cross up, oh, rolls off. Good option. Low profile, nice. EX. Ooh, weird. CD, plus frames. Jump CD, air to air. Ooh, nice shot. Okay. Maybe he won something but didn't get it. Should be enough to kill.
Both point characters are knocked out.
Maybe, I mean, as air to air there, maybe jump D or something like that, but I don't know. Jump CD. Right. Good use of sweep there to kind of punish the landing. Ooh, counter hit. Wait. DD should be enough. Yeah, you can convert. Okay. Where? Ooh, rolls out of the dash under. Oh, just high enough for the Jump CD not to catch. Alright, Assad is on his last legs. This Cronin has to bring it back. And can he bring it back with 4.5 bars? Oof. Nice. Ooh, that's punishable. Yeah, that's good. Level 1.
May the best anchor win. Final round. Ready? Go! Ha!
Easy with almost 5 bars. Ah, yeah. Ooh. Doesn't, yeah, was out of range for the shatter strike, I think. Roll out. Ooh. 2C doesn't reach, I guess. Fine. Didn't know which side, I think. 2C. Jump CD. Guard gauge is gonna be an issue. Yeah, gonna spend that. You have to spend that meter to not get guard broken. Doesn't guard the guard gauge? Oh, the climax. Yeah. I don't think this should be enough, but it's not gonna be a lot. Oh, never mind.
What a stellar fight! These two know how to rumble.
So that's 3-0. Porsche. I thought there was gonna be more game, but I guess not. So 3-0 for Dragon Slayer. Because I mix up his in-game with that. So yeah, GG's. This is, I think, the third tournament that Dragon Slayer has won. Yeah, I think it's the third Jumpy Run Backs he won. So he's been really consistent. Yeah, I know. Well, the first game was like 3-1, I think. And the second one was like an incredible, just straight 3-0. Yeah. Right, and the tournament, the standing. And there we go. So, another Jumpy Run Backs in the bag. Another Fighter TCC tournament, weekly tournament in the bag. So, big congrats to Dragon Slayer for taking it again. This is the third tournament that he, I think it's the third Jumpy Run Backs. So he's been really consistent. Good job to Assad for taking second place, and myself taking third, and Azzam, Anas. I was really glad to see Anas, since Anas did not, I think, enter or didn't get a chance to play in the previous tournaments, and we got a couple of new entrants that didn't get a chance, sadly. Hopefully next tournament. So yeah, another Jumpy Run Backs. Thank you all for joining the stream. Yeah, one final thing. So we have the community tournaments for September decided. So as always, we do these at the end of every month. We decide the games for the next month using voting and all that. And these are the games, yeah. So for the first weekend, which is next weekend, we're gonna be going back to Guilty Gear Plus R. And yeah, the next weekend we're gonna have a new game for the community tournament, which is Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Yeah, should be exciting since they did get the rollback update pretty recently. I don't know if it's really good. I think so. Isn't that the case? If it's not the case, then yeah, I think so. Yeah, I actually haven't tried, so we'll it'll count even if it's out as beta. If they don't take it out by then, if you can run the game, that's fine. I just haven't tried the beta yet, so I mean, in case it wasn't, we'll just we had the Street Fighter 5 voted, so we'll replace it with Street Fighter 5, I guess. But if it's working functionally fine, then yeah, we can run it as a tournament. So yeah, that will be the second weekend, and then the third weekend we'll do Multi-Blood Type Lumina. That will be the second Type Lumina tournament. And yeah, at the end of the month we'll do the next Jumpy Run Back. So yeah, I think that should be it. Abu Devil, yeah, we run these tournaments, the Jumpy Run Backs at the end of usually at the end of every month, but it is monthly, so we don't, sometimes we don't run it at the last weekend of the month since times change, or depending on the situation, but generally yeah. So yeah, keep on the lookout. Just join the Fighters GCC Discord if you're in the Middle East and you like fighting games and want a social kind of place, networky thingy that you can use to chat and matchmake and all that, and we have tournaments. So yeah, I think that's it for me. Thanks to all who joined. Thanks to all who watched the stream. And yeah, we'll see you all soon. Take care.